Pearl Harbor Day. There were first, second, and third run theaters when I was a kid. Fountain Square Theater was the second run. Dad and I were sitting in the balcony watching a Red Skelton movie. Red, while trying to escape from the bad guys, grabbed hold of one of the props of an overhead fan. The crooks couldn't find him. Then one of them looked up and there Red was. Well, of course, they proceeded to turn on the fan. Slowly at first, then faster and faster the fan turned, with Red holding on for dear life until he, or probably his stunt double, was absolutely horizontal and rapidly rotating. It was the funniest thing I had ever seen. I laughed till I cried all the way to the end of the show. When we left the theater, Dad and I went to the corner drugstore and he bought a pack of Lucky Strikes. The package was still green. The clerk asked, "You hear about them Japs?" "No," said Dad. "Well, they just bombed Pearl Harbor and sunk our battleships." "This means war." Dad asked about the California. The clerk didn't know. We left and rode the trolley home. Dad said, "This is real trouble." Me, a movie theater away, said, "It's all right. Don't you remember? Red got away." I used to love going over next door to Miss Weifenbach's house. She was a widow who lived there with her sister. She always had cookies and also had every Life magazine. I mean, every one. Stacked in chronological order in perfect neat stacks in the dining room, built-in glass-framed cupboard. I would sit at the table and she would bring out 1941, all 52 of them, and I would leaf through until I found a story I liked. We then would discuss what I'd been reading, or should I say, looked at, and she invariably prompted me to want to learn more. Her sister, Josephine, wasn't interested at all. She was listening to the radio, her one after the other afternoon soaps. Can a woman over 35 find romance and adventure? This was the way the romance of Helen Trent always began. The question was always almost answered by the program, but not completely. So it went. Back to the collection, I was particularly interested in the August 8th, 1939 edition. There was a feature story about Joe DiMaggio, who might have a chance to at Babe Ruth's record of 60 homers. Joe had two brothers in baseball, Dominic and Victor. Dom played for the Boston Braves. Vic was a minor leaguer. Joe didn't make it. He only hit 53, but because of the article, I became a Yankees fan. Still am. We didn't take life, so we were at Mrs. Weifenbach's a lot. I loved her. She knew everything. She made great cookies. I let her hug me once in a while. She knew how to pick the curiosity of an 8-year-old. Only later did I find out about the gold star in the front window. Dad told me that she had lost a boy in the South Pacific. It was on Guadalcanal. And as it turns out, the October 8th, 1942 edition was missing. It was the only one.